Fjord does at trail sketches on Instagram, and she puts these in the hiker journals where we stop. This is a Woodchuck, almost to Damascus. Gets to Damascus and makes it to the Woodchuck Hostel. Made it. But yep, check her out. Instagram at trail sketches. Okay, this is the 5th time I'm walking down the trail through Damascus. Gonna turn at that dollar store right there, go to the post office, mail some postcards, get on. But leaving Woodchuck Hostel, it was a great breakfast this morning. Blueberry waffles, boiled eggs, orange juice, banana. Just real good, real good. Post office here, or after, probably after. And we're going some miles up the Creeper Trail today because we did the AT out of Damascus yesterday. That's the post office over there. I'm about to pass it up. But there's a section of the AT that's closed because of a bridge, and they tell you to detour around it. So we'll be going even farther up the AT today, or up the Creeper Trail, I'm sorry. But looking at Lost Mountain Shelter, it's about 15 miles. And like we said, a lot of it on the Creeper, so we'll be able to move pretty fast today.
Anyway, for $40, you can. I give laundry and breakfast here.
Laundry and breakfast.
Laundry and breakfast.
Okay.
Anyway, I got some. You can leave that open if you want. You want to get, private rooms, couple of private rooms. I got these bunk beds out here, and but if somebody wants a private room, I usually just charge $70 for that. But if they want, put 2 people into it, but I'm going to open this room up eventually. I think this year, and I'm gonna offer with a private bath too, and stuff. But I've been sleeping in it myself. I just gotta excuse the smell in there, the mirror smell. But anyway, I'm gonna open that up, and then everybody's got their own bathroom here and stuff. And I do, I'm a cook by trade, so I cook for everybody. I mean, sometimes I do dinner and. Whatever I'm cooking, if I'm making snacks or whatever, I got the AT passport, so I'm making snacks or whatever, it's just in the garage, when I'm cooking. And I got a room in there that I like.
And you're on the AT. The AT
I'm
is
the AT
10 feet out the front door.
Out the front door, yeah. But and then I put people on the back porch too. So
all right.
This year I'll have about 14 people in here staying with me on the trail days.
Okay, so just leaving Damascus again, and stopped by Crazy Larry again. Met him this time. Checked out his hostel. I mean, it seems like a good little solid hostel right there on the trail. You go all the way through town, and he's right there on the trail going out of town. We got 10 miles of this today, so I mean, I'm sure it has some pretty places, but I'm not going to have any really amazing views for you today for the first 10 miles. The neat little cascading waterfall rock face I showed you yesterday. Fjord and Trey are behind me. They stayed at Woodchuck's for a little bit longer. I got my stuff packed up and got on out of there. Good water there. Okay. So hopefully they don't, like, run to catch up to me. But nah, it's gonna be a good day. Only 15 miles today. Most of it on the Creeper Trail. So after that, I do believe today is Monday. There'll be supposedly thunderstorms on Tuesday. Over the Grayson Highlands. So we may cut that day short and just go to that shelter right before Grayson Highlands State Park. Or if the weather is favorable and not, dropping lightning on our heads, we'll go ahead into the park. So we've planned like 4 different strategies for this stretch to Atkins for our next resupply. But it kind of depends on, what happens when first. So we're flexible, we're fluid. And I'm carrying a whole lot of food right now, so I'll make it to Atkins. Also coming up tomorrow, once I get into the Grayson Highlands State Park, there's a little mile marker in there that says something like 500. But that's tomorrow. We'll celebrate that tomorrow. But looking forward to that. Seeing the ponies. Fjord's big in the horses, so she's just gonna probably take one home with her. Ride it all the way to Maine. We'll be like, no, Fjord, you can't take the pony. She's like, but I love him, and his name is Fred. And we'll be like, no. Alright, that's where we took off into the Appalachian Trail yesterday, which I've walked that already. So walked it yesterday, so we're gonna just skip past it today. I know when I started my through hike, I had in my mind that I was, gonna touch every white blaze, walk every foot of the trail, traditional, no nonsense. But once you get out here on the trail, you can still do that, but different options and situations start showing up where you can slack pack,
or Hostel's really cool, and they'll shuttle you north so that you can walk south, and then shuttle you so that you can spend another night at the hostel, and then they'll bring you back north and drop you off again. I haven't done that yet, and I don't plan on it, but like I said, I mean, situations arise. You have new options. I mean, might as well explore it, see what it's like. I mean, I'm going 2,200 miles across America. That's the through hike right there, Started in Georgia, I'm going to get to Maine. And people can debate, for days on end what a, through hike is, but, hike your own hike, be true to yourself, and enjoy it. If you've done the same thing for 2-3 months and you're starting to not enjoy it, maybe change it up a little bit, just try something else. You're still hiking the Appalachian Trail, so, but do as you do. Wait, I got miles to put down today, so I'm gonna keep walking and staring into the sun along the Creeper Trail. So yesterday we were on the trail up there, came down across this road onto the Creeper Trail and back to Damascus. So yesterday we did this, the AT, and came out here and then Creeper Trailed back to Damascus. The AT follows the Creeper Trail until here and then goes up. But I believe they said that there's a bridge out somewhere along this stretch. So to just detour all the way on the Creeper until you get to here, and then you go up to Lost Mountain. So, I mean, okay, that's what we're doing. Because Lost Mountain was a shelter we were going to today. Yeah, the AT picked up the Beech Grove Trail and led us to here. So unless this was the bridge that was out, and instead of going to here to have to come back, they just told us to come to the road and pick up the Creeper. I don't know. Know that right now this is the Creeper and the AT. So I'll get back to this. Trey and Fjord haven't caught me yet, so either they're still sleeping at Woodchuck's or walking slow today down the creeper, or I was really walking fast, or a combination of those three or two. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get to Lost Mountain Shelter today. That I do know. Yeah, bikers, call out before you pass left. Don't just run over us. Oh, it's like rock, paper, scissors, man. People yield to horses. Horses. No, everybody yields to horses. Aha. Oh, that water looks so clear. I tell you, not that my feet hurt, but just pounding on this flat, step after step after step after step, like my feet are kind of not happy. I wouldn't mind sitting down on one of those rocks down there and just putting my feet in that water. I know it'd be really cold right now, but just for a minute, you know. Maybe I'll do that once we get up to Lost Mountain tonight. Okay, so we're not going to play what's in the bag right now, but what I've eaten today, still on the creeper trail. That's the creeper trail right there. And I came down this little clearing, sat on this rock, said I'm going to eat. Trey and Fjord still haven't caught up to me or passed me yet, so I'm kind of expecting to see them any minute now. Excuse me again. But what I just ate for a lunch was about 2 inches of Pringles and water. Okay, so water is good. It is. And sometimes when you get it from a stream or a spring, it's beautiful. It's mountain water. It tastes. I mean, it doesn't not have a taste, but it tastes clean, if that makes any sense. But sometimes when you get it from a stream, it has a muddy taste to it, a dirty taste to it. If that makes any sense. And whenever you get it from town or a faucet somewhere, sometimes it has, that chemical chlorine treated taste to it. So I was adding stuff to my water when that was the case, and it was a little Lipton lemon black tea squeezy bottle. That was good. It was real lemony, but it was good to just kind of add a flavor to the water. But that ran out, so I picked up this little squeezy thing of Tang, and just turned half of this liter bottle into this orange Tang, and woo! I have to watch out. They're kind of like drinking Kool-Aid, man. I just I'll tip it back and that'll be the end of my water for the day. Because it's really sweet. Some mixed nuts, peanuts, almonds, cashews, pecans. I ate handfuls of those. Some Old Trapper. Now I've had Jack Links, I've had Clover Valley from the Dollar General store, but this Old Trapper, peppered, you know, and it's enough to last me more than just one day, 2 days, 1 or 2 sittings. So this is some good stuff. And I had you know, couple pieces out of there. But that peppered, ooh, that's some good stuff. And I ate a honey bun that I got from Woodchucks. And I'm about to try one of these honey stinger organic waffle chocolate flavored. Trey picked up a couple of them, said they were really good, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Eat that, pack up everything, drink a little bit more of that tang. Whew. And get back on the creeper trail. If my numbers are correct, what I was thinking I saw, it was I might have about another 2 miles on the creeper trail, and then it's back into the back to the mountains. Okay, I'm going to talk about this creeper trail for a minute, because it's amazing. Now, I've met a lot of people coming up the Appalachian Trail, and they've been nice and happy. But let me tell you about the people on bikes riding down this creeper trail. I've seen about 100 of them already today. And 99 of them had the biggest smile on their face. Maybe they're just smiling because, you know, they're on wheels and they see me walking, so they're happy. But if I lived in or around this area, I would be addicted to this creeper trail on a bike. And let me just throw this out there to you. Y'all live on this part of Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, whatever's close to this section of the trail, do yourselves a favor and take a weekend off for a day or two. Head down to Damascus, rent some bikes, bring your own, get shuttled up to one end of the trail, and just ride on down, because this is really something. And you know, here we are, the later part of March. It was a little chilly this morning, but I got my sleeves rolled up right now. It's beautiful weather out. Partly cloudy. You know, DH. You can get on a bike, rent you one of those you know, California cruisers. It doesn't have to be a mountain bike or any kind of special thing. Bring your whole family out here. I don't know if your son's old enough to be on a bike without you're concerned if he'll just, you know, ride over a cliff into a river. But there's little baskets and little smaller kid trailing bikes that are almost like tandem, but they're not tandem bikes. Oop. Hello. And then you got the real serious ones like that. But no, I've seen young people, old people, elderly people on bikes today. Big, small, and they just all happy looking, riding down this creeper trail. So it's like 34 miles long, I believe, from one end to the other. Of course, you got Damascus right in the middle of it, right at like 17-mile mark, so maybe only do half. Or start early, stop for lunch, and then, you know, ride on. And they shuttle you from end to end. Big old vans pulling trailers that, you know, can stack like 10, 12 bikes on. So, man, I know a lot of people are watching me wanting to be out on the trail, and that's great. But if you can't get to the trail, come on out and experience this creeper trail on bike, because it is, well, I mean, I'm not doing it, I'm walking it, but from what I see, everyone else, they're enjoying it immensely. And spoke with a couple fishermen today that was going up and down the river, whatever this river is. They're just loving life out here. So yeah, do y'all a favor and get out here to this part of Virginia, you know, if you can. I mean, I'm sorry if y'all are watching from California or somewhere on the west coast or in the Rocky Mountains. I'm sure y'all have wonderful trails and weekend activities out there. You'd be surprised what you can find when you look for stuff. That was probably a good source to get water. Speaking of water, man, that Tang stuff I made for lunch, whew, I had to take some water from my Smart Water bottle and put it in there to dilute it. Whew, that was I mean, I don't know if Tang was supposed to be that much of a kick in the face, but whew, I may not squeeze that much in a half liter anymore. But yep, so just get out in nature, people. It's amazing. It'll change your life. You don't gotta do any major things like, you know, 2,200 miles of the Appalachian Trail. But 34 miles on bike on the creeper trail. That'd be a good time. I mean, look, here comes another whole family of them. Ooh, a whole big group of them. Hello. Hi. So yeah. This is great. And I've seen a couple people pass me up going the other way on bikes. You know, maybe they just want to go the other way. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey. So see. Nature. If that's not a perfect swimming hole, I don't know what is. But a bit too cold today, and I bet that water is frigid. I mean, there's steps, what's left of steps to get down there. Oh man. It's a bench. That's part of the trail. So we're sitting down for a minute. Just a minute. The creeper has picked up the AT again. And I mean, shortly here the AT is going to leave the creeper. And that means I'm going to leave the creeper and head to Lost Mountain Shelter. So as great as this trail is, I'm kind of tired of walking on just flat. I am within 2 miles of the trail. What am I saying? I am within 2 miles of the shelter, and it's basically just this up. Nothing too crazy, nothing too steep. It's just an up. But I'm pretty sure this is Lost Mountain that I'm going up, and the shelter's on the top of it. So just this, 1.5 mile crawl up. Excuse me. Then I can crawl in my sleeping bag and fall asleep. Creeper Trail was nice and different, but it's not the AT, so I'm glad to be back on the Appalachian Trail, because that's what I signed up for. This tree's full of just wood chips. Huh. Lost Mountain Shelter. Somehow I'm the first to show up. I don't understand that. See if there's a logbook around here, see if they hit it and just keep going. But man, after you do something without a pack on, and then the next day you do stuff with your pack on, loaded down, 4 days worth of food. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. It's so cold. Okay. Fjord made a fire because she's made of awesome and amazing and super.
And so I'd have like sandwiches with avocados and chips, and I'd eat garlic. I'm sure you're saying things about me, but I can't hear you from over here. Trey's being too loud. Sorry, it's a bit kind of loud.
And Blueberry is set up over there, halfway to the privy.
To the almost filled.
To the nearly filled privy. Public service announcement. That needs to get addressed before way before trail days because, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you sir have a lot of cookies.